One of the most pristine settings in all of sports. In the shadows of the San Gabriels, the Rose Bowl in Pasadena, California. And it will come alive when the powder blue-clad fans start the 8-clap and UCLA, ready to roll. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Crimson Tide offense takes the field to start things off. And here he comes, a man who epitomizes the phrase, the tight end's always open, David.
And yes, he is, Reese. And it's so cool. The tight end position now has evolved so much. You can move him all over the field, and you can really highlight a guy of his ability.
Too big for safeties to cover and too fast for linebackers to cover. This is a weapon they've got to take advantage of.
Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Really good-looking run. You know, you think about the legacy Alabama has at the running back position. It's ridiculous. Mark Ingram won a Heisman, obviously. Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs. I'm going to go back to Sean Alexander, who I played against back in the day, too. All these guys had speed. All these guys had vision and quickness. And this guy right here, he has all of those traits himself. Just another big-time talent.
Just plowing ahead. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Well, that's a real good-looking throw, and I know at Alabama recently they've had a lot of different quarterbacks, and they've also had a lot of different guys calling plays. But one thing that's never seemed to waver is how explosive the offense has been, and the big reason is because of the efficient play they've had consistently year in, year out at the quarterback position as well. They recruited extremely well. They coach these guys up, and this is a guy who loves football, loves the X's and O's, and you're seeing it translate onto the field right now.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. The give to the tailback. Across the 25, he's got room. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Power football with the run.
And that quarterback knew the counter run was going to work on that play because he counted the box defensively before the snap. He saw that he had an advantage in numbers and blockers getting a hat on a hat, so he knew that was a green light. As soon as he got the snap, off they go, and it's an explosive play.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The give on the inside. Forges ahead for 1 to the 8-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Snap it to the back. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down.
And this offense has really gotten to a nice rhythm here on their opening drive of the game. Running the ball, getting it down now into a goal-to-go situation. They really have established a bit of a physicality here early. Let's see if they can keep that up.
Fans are bringing the noise on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. These fans raising the volume on second and goal. Running with the fullback. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
So loud it's rattling your fillings on third and goal. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Wants to throw for it on third and goal. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown tie.
This defense has their hands full in this game because of what you saw right there. This quarterback is one of the fastest players in the entire country, and he runs one in. They're going to have to do a better job getting hats to him because they know they're going to see the QB run a lot today.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT makes it 7-0. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. He'll bring it out. It's Ali. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. So the UCLA Bruins offense has its first opportunity of the day. And there's no doubt, guys, we will be focused on these two-star playmakers on the outside.
I'm curious to see how much man coverage we're going to see today. I don't know if either of these defenses is confident enough to go mano-a-mano with these two dudes on the field. They're two of the best in the nation.
These cornerbacks aren't looking for man-to-man coverage. I can promise you that. I'd be like, give me some help over here. But we're going to see some split screens, and we're going to see who had more catches, who had more yards. We're definitely going to be breaking that down this game.
He's looking to throw. Moving out of the pocket. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. And the Bruins in the hurry up. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down.
Defense has been looking so good on this drive so far. They already set up third and long, and now they take all the throws away down the field. Great job in coverage, great job reading the QB's eyes. So there's nowhere for him to go with it. He's got to throw it away.
And the returner will be brought down. Here comes that Alabama offense. If you like old... run-over him football. That last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, the inside give. Looks like Alabama will pick up the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. They'll give it to him again. He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. On second down, he'll let it fly. He finds his man. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
All right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. To the ground with the back. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
I love fullbacks that can catch the football. These guys aren't just blockers. They're not just smash-mouth players. But these guys have got some finesse to their game and some soft hands to go with it.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They're trying to slam it in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Alabama pushing the tempo. They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So that drive covered just 44 yards. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can...
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep ones.
Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They moved the chains. They marked it at the 29. You can become a star making efficient plays and getting first down, sort of like a Mark Harmon kind of way to play quarterback for the Bruins.
And then you become a big star. And in Hollywood, what a town to do it. Obviously, create some excitement, create some momentum, go to a Rose Bowl, just do big things at UCLA.
Can anyone catch him? Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field, and it's a play like that that we just saw, which can help them get that game.
The Bruins headed quickly to the line.
Another big play for this offense, and I'll tell you, historically, on the best UCLA units offensively, whether they're throwing it, whether they're in the shotgun, whether they're going up-tempo or they're not, it's always so important to have balance. They've always had a guy they can turn around and hand the football off to keep defenses honest. This guy with his power and his speed, he really gives this offense a lot of flexibility.
Quarterback on the keeper. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And they run the option, and that had no chance. And the QB, you could tell something was a little bit messed up, and he starts to run. It goes nowhere. Defense swarms him. That is the play that we don't want to run again.
This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Coming after it. Took a shot as he threw. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. It is good. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Oklahoma State will need to mount a comeback, but those fans that were there when Justin Blackmon was a 2-time All-American, they know this game is not over. They're trailing by 10 to UCF. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates you'll see in here, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. It's caught. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Getting some heat. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
And that is priority number one for defenses. Get to the quarterback, affect him, get hits on him. They do it right here, get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Moves away as he feels pressure. Complete to the right. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Listen, you hear all the time about how important it is to stay on schedule offensively, right? And this is a perfect example. You just can't have negative plays early in drives because even when you come up with big plays like we just saw, you're still miles away from picking up this first down. You're making it so hard on your offense.
The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
Well, you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Slings it downfield. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the Bruins will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll take it on the return. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Wiggles free. And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
This offensive line is going to have to shore up this pass pro, guys. The last play they took a sack. This one they allow a hit on the QB, which forces the incompletion. 3rd down, you're going to be throwing it right here, you think, so O-line's got to step up.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. He wants to take the top off. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's got a better seat there in Pasadena than you do? A captivating game so far. And it's been said football is a game of inches, and guess what? Based on the comparison between 3rd down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen and panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at the Rose Bowl.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. Looks like he's going to try to return it. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. This drive will open from the 15. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Crosses the 30. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. The back goes in motion. He'll come out throwing on first down. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. They've got the screen set up.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
And he can find a receiver, and down he goes.
Well, the defense knew coming into the second half here, they were going to have to crank up the pass rush, right? They've got the lead. They're going to be seeing this quarterback drop back. How can you affect him? You've got to win up front one-on-one and get home, and they did there on third down.
Slips through the line. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Get it out on the screen. Just destroying his way through the field. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line. They'll have it 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Whalen. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
It's a really nice looking throw. This dude is a weapon in this offense at the quarterback position. It's so funny. You know, I think back to guys like Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron, guys that may or may not have unfairly been tabbed as game managers, and then you think of Jalen Hurts, Tua, and Bryce Young in recent years, and just how dynamic and versatile these guys were at the position and how they've really helped take this offense to the next level. Watching this guy reminds me a little bit of that.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Dances away from the heat. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
The Bruins are in the hurry-up. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. They'll try to bully their way for the first.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Gives it to the back on the draw. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. There it is, his 2nd TFL, and the foundation of defense at Alabama. Get the pressure up front.
No doubt. They're coming. They're going to stop the run. They're going to be physical. That's how they're built. And guess what? You know this. So you're kind of wasting play.
Fires the pass. Intercepted. They got him down quickly after the pick, but he'd already made the biggest play, and they've got it at the 38.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake. Hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
Looking for a productive play on first down. Quarterback checking off. They'll throw it on first down. Trying to get behind the defense. And he makes the catch inside the 10. Touchdown, Alabama! And the route is on.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the extra point gives them a 28-3 lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. UCLA will go back to work on offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
All right, this offense needs to come up with a solution for this defensive end because he is a problem. They have got to find a way to help out the offensive tackle to prevent this guy from getting to the quarterback.
They need something that goes forward this time on 2nd and long from the 14. Unloads to the wideout. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense.
Most defenses are lucky if you have one good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have two. They've got 3 DBs, 3 corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country. And you saw it on that last play coming away with the pick.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
The Crimson Tide snaps it from the red zone. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Looking to move it through the air. He's got it. Touchdown, Bama! And the beatdown has ensued.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. The returner's going to try to see where, and the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
You just can't have that happen if you're on the return team. You know if you lose the football now, you're giving the other offense the ball back deep in your own end. Simply can't happen.
Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Touchdown Tide! And the pummeling has started.
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. He'll do it himself. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. 2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the Bruins send out the punt unit.
Great job by the defense there. First off, getting pressure initially and then forcing him outside the pocket. After that, excellent effort. All eyes on the quarterback, and you see the speed this defense has. They're going to be putting a lot of heat on this guy throughout the game.
Here comes that Alabama offense. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. He wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down.
Green 25.
Hauls it in. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down.
One of the nice things about RPOs is that it's a slow developing mesh between the QB and running back, and that allows these receivers time to get vertically downfield and work their routes. You saw it right there on that play.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Alexis. Feeling some heat. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He wants to throw it again. Flushed out of the pocket. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Really nice job by the defense. They know the quarterback was outside the pocket. They were still able to get a hat on him just as he was trying to make that throw and force the incompletion.
Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the 1st down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Splits the uprights right down the middle. Now there is a flag down on the play, but when you knock through a field goal from that distance and you're not going to get the 1st down, I think you just keep your points. Might be the worst case scenario for this defense. Thought they'd held them to 3. Now the offense with a chance for more. The defense in a most benevolent move, giving the offense a new set of downs. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that 1st down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. Give to the fullback. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Barrels miles ahead. Touchdown, Crimson Tide! And the punishment has been extended. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Wyoming is ahead in this one, but there's still time on the clock, and unless Josh Allen puts on that Pokes uniform again, this could stay tight. They're up by 7 over the Royals. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, man.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
And the wide receivers have to understand what part of the field they're on. I got to make sure I have enough space when I run those out routes, that when I break, I can catch the football and try to get upfield, get a few more yards. He runs out of space, but he got the catch and got some positive yards.
And he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down.
Well, if you could give a helmet sticker to this defensive coaching staff, they would get one because of the plan they've had for this guy at wide receiver. He is one of the best in the entire country with his speed and his athleticism, but they have had a plan for him, whether it's man coverage, zone, they've been able to double him, they've been able to change up the looks, and they have not been able to get him involved in the game, and that's why they're going to win this one.
Back to the line after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 37. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Chase. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. He'll make those contested catches.
The Bruins are marching down the field. They keep attacking through the air. Trying to get to it. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Lets it fly. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Trying to take it back. At the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Alabama! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. He'll bring it out. It's Ali. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The offense set for a first down play. He's looking to throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Chase. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football.
The freshman able to get home with the sack.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disrupted. They've been all over the field.
And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. After not really playing their best earlier this season, people said, this team is bad. Now they won 3 in a row. This team is good. People are fickle.
Yeah, and we're probably the ones who were saying that a little bit, Reese, because they were struggling. It didn't look like they knew who they were, and they didn't have the momentum going. But now they've definitely got it together, Jesse, and they look like a different team.
They sure do, David. We know teams get better or they get worse over the course of a season. This team right now, completely different. Almost the polar opposite than what we saw earlier this year. And I'll tell you, look at their schedule and who they've got left. Those teams better be careful. This team is coming for it.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.